Welcome back, River Babes. I'm your host, Leanne Aguilera, and this is your Sweetwater Secrets preview show for episode 321, aka the penultimate episode of Riverdale's third season. I can see the light at the end of the Gargoyle King-filled tunnel, you guys. As always, we're going to be doing our live Q&A at the end of this, and I'll be gifting you with my 3 clues. And as a special bonus, I'll be debuting a game I created with Chad Michael Murray called Never Have I Ever with Edgar Ever Never. Honestly, I think the name of that game is one of the few things bringing me joy at this point. But first, let's check out your hisses, kisses, comments, and theories that you've been leaving for me in our Sweetwater After Show for episode 320, chapter 55, Prom Night. Now, kicking us off, CJ Brown commented, hisses to Hal for playing Betty, hisses to Evelyn for denying Cheryl prom queen, kisses to Shoney's adorable slow dance, hisses to the farm in general. I know we're all tired of the farm, but we're also probably all agreeing with Karina M., who shared, even though I really hate Edgar, I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoyed that shirtless scene he had. Yep. Even though Edgar is filled with all kinds of evil, at least he looks nice shirtless. Next up, Sophie Esdale gave us her take on a new meme saying, no one. Riverdale writers, let's bring back the Black Hood storyline. Yeah, I don't think anyone asked for this. But Julia Wilhelm is sweetly trying to make the best of a bad situation and suggesting, I love the idea of calling the Black Hood the Black Hook from now on. Who's with me? Sure, Julia, let's just ride this wave of crazy until it drowns us. Meanwhile, Amisha Alaga commented major hisses to Hiram. Please just go away, we don't like you. And this is where we all do the Cheryl version of fact. And Caroline Deviney also shared her hilarious take, writing, Betty, my serial killer father escaped from prison and is trying to kill me alongside the Gargoyle King. Meanwhile, my entire family is deep into a cult and are dragging my friends with them. Archie, I just want a box. Oh, Archie, I'd really like to know what you're taking to have those bruises heal so quickly, because I'm constantly bumping into things because I'm graceful as hell, and I'm left with dark marks for weeks, so please share your secrets. Moving on, Malin Andre wrote, kisses to the wonderful Lily Reinhart. Her acting this episode was beyond anything I've ever seen. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Lily Reinhart's acting is the only thing that's getting me and my editor Hank through these episodes anymore. We love her, we think she's super talented, and she can do no wrong. And lastly, Betty Jones added, and kisses to Leanne for Chick being the Gargoyle King, because I agree. Why, thank you, Betty Jones. In fact, a lot of you agreed with my theory about Chick being the Gargoyle King, so I guess we're just going to have to wait and see if my really good theory is actually what happens. But for now, let's take a look at the promo for episode 321.
Big changes coming to Riverdale.
If I win, you walk away from Riverdale.
Tell me your fears.
We are all in danger. Now you just sound cuckoo pants. You're not gonna win this.
Says who?
Kill him! He says no!
The king. I can tell you who he is.
That's impossible.
Did that get you pumped up? Do you need a little bit more? I sure do. Well then how about I share my 3 clues for chapter 56, The Secret of Harvest House. Number 1, pay close attention to the title of this episode. It has a massive spoiler hidden in plain sight. Number 2, if you thought one character was ready to break free, well then you're going to be wildly disappointed. And number 3, I think it's time we fire the Curdle family because they are the worst, most corrupt, and inaccurate coroners ever. And you may think you know what I'm referring to on that last clue, but trust me, you don't. Switching gears, I know you all are feeling a little, shall we say, exasperated as we're wrapping up this 3rd season of Riverdale. And it's very obvious that I am too. Sorry, not sorry. So I thought I'd play a little game with star Chad Michael Murray to lighten the mood. So please sit back, relax, and enjoy one of my favorite ideas that I've ever created for you guys.
I'm Chad Michael Murray, and we're about to play Never Have I Ever with Edgar Ever Never. Never have I ever Snapped a selfie with Zoe de Grand Maison. No, I've never snapped a selfie. I don't think I snapped selfie. Oh, yeah, she was in that selfie, but I didn't snap it. But I was in a large selfie with Machin and a whole bunch of us farmy types. Never have I ever had Riverdale fans slide into my DMs. I don't know. Between you and I, if you notice, I'm rarely ever on social media. Forgive me, but if you're there, hi, it's nice to see you, but I never go on there. When I do, it's to say hello and post and then move on. Never have I ever worked out with KJ and Charles. You know what? I gotta be honest, I'm a little bummed out that I haven't. I didn't find out about this until the end. And I do think KJ actually invited me the first day I came in, but I was so overwhelmed trying to remember everybody's names and meet everybody, because it was hi cast, whole cast, here's Chad, whole cast. But I know, I heard that they all train, and he trains with Mark and Charles, everybody. So I might just have to venture up there again and make sure that that happens. Have I ever shared a scene with both Machin and Skeet? Oh, wouldn't you like to know? No, I haven't. Have I ever been recognized on the street as Edgar? Never. Not yet, but I've been asked if I'm a cult leader before, so that's close enough. Have I ever wanted to move to the farm? Never thought about it. First time this ever crossed my brain pan. So I've wanted to move to a farm. I like farms, I like horses, I like chickens, but no, never, no farms for me. Have I ever felt overwhelmed by the power of the Riverdale fandom? No, not at all. I embrace you guys. I love you guys. I think you guys are absolutely incredible, and I know that the cast that has been there since day one, I know that they appreciate every single one of you. I hear about it all the time because you guys are awesome. You're the reason they're there. Have I ever been weirded out that I'm now playing a parent on the CW? So whoever asked this question, you trying to date me here? When you're trying to make me feel a little old? Kidding. Not no, not yes, in the middle. It's interesting. I started when I was 19 on Gilmore Girls and 20 on Dawson's, and I turned 21 when I started shooting One Tree Hill. So for me, it's incredibly surreal to be a 37-year-old man who has kids now playing a father on Riverdale. It's incredibly cyclical and very cool. It blows my mind. Now, if there was a vanilla milkshake in this, you would also know that that is probably my favorite dessert treat. I love a good vanilla milkshake. And that concludes our Never Have I Ever with Edgar Ever Never, featuring that guy.
Did you enjoy that? I did. Start telling me, because now it's time for our live Q&A. All right, guys, you are already flooding all of my mentions right now, and apparently you like my juggy beanie. Why, thank you. I like it too. It's real messy under here, but this is hiding it. Maybe that's why he wears it all the time. Okay, kicking us off. Ryan Hensala says, Shoni better have some good scenes tonight, because we were robbed last week of Cheryl accepting prom queen after Betty couldn't. Yeah, apparently someone said that there was a deleted scene where Cheryl goes up there and takes the crown. I didn't know if that was just a rumor, if that actually happens, but I still am crushed that we did not get to see two prom queens. To see Shoni up there, that would have been amazing. Break the traditions, guys. Jennifer Rose, 95. I'm hoping Betty has another reason to be at the farm other than it may or may not be safe there. Also really hope she can break some people away from the farm's clutches. Ooh, goodness, guys. Things inside the farm are even more insane than you would ever imagine. I'm still processing this week's episode, and you're going to freak out, and I don't know if that's in a good way or a bad way. That's all I'll say for now, until you ask me more. Elegant Blogs by Maddie, hey girl, says, can we please get this Griffins and Gargoyles crap over with and go back to normal teen murder mystery show like it was in season 1? Preach, Maddie. Yes, I want that too. And you know what? You and I always on the same wavelength, because if you tune in to the Sweetwater after show tomorrow, you're going to be getting an exclusive montage featuring all of your favorite Riverdale stars talking about the game of Griffins and Gargoyles and what they really think about it. And it's amazing, and I've been holding on to this for the entire season, and now I will share it with you because it's hilarious. Moving on, we have, wow, so many. I'm going to go back up to the beginning. Sydney O'Connell, I just want the Gargoyle Twigman story to be over. Archie's boxing has become more interesting. Cheryl and Tony safe. Oh, for Archie's boxing to become more interesting. Yeah, good luck. Cheryl and Tony to be safe, and Veronica to kick Hiram out of town. Is that too much to ask? Oh, Sydney, I do not think that's too much to ask, because I think that's what we all want at this point. And I understand that they have to have some natural roadblocks in a season of television to make things interesting for us, so that once we get our happy endings, it'll mean more. But yes, I do not know how many more times I can watch Archie Box while it's set to a song. But don't worry, you're gonna get it at least one more time. CJ Brown says, I just really want to know why Tony was running away and why Cheryl was fighting and why literally no one noticed that Ethel was back. I'm assuming that's the end of their quote. Or why Ethel was gone. Yeah, you guys, I noticed Ethel was gone. Couldn't remember her name because she's been gone for so long. I don't know why the cast the characters in Riverdale haven't noticed it, but maybe because they've been dealing with a bunch of crazy things and the fact that they had the deadliest prom ever, which, by the way, is anybody thinking about that? At this point, murders are just like, oh look, someone is murdered. Crazy. Okay. I all want to know what's up with Bughead. I'd like to know what's up with Bughead too. They're still together. Same stuff. Yeah. And you guys want that Shoni tea. Oh, Shoni tea. We do have some sweet interactions between Shoni, but given their headspace, you're not going to be happy with the interactions we get. I hope that makes sense, but I hope it doesn't. Okay, we have Gracie Mae McMullen says, what if Edgar is actually playing the Black Hood to get Betty to join the farm? Someone was saying that they thought that Edgar was the Black Hood, and they were thinking that that was the person chasing Betty around prom, but now that we've seen Edgar shirtless, I'm gonna say no, that is not the case, because if you look at who is chasing Betty around the hallways, he's a little pudge, and I think Hal's just a little pudge, and so clearly it's not Edgar, because he is fine. Samantha Arvello says, Edgar kept the girl twin to grow her up and get her pregnant to grow the farm like in the movie Silence. Oh. Well, I wouldn't put it past him. He's been calling his wife his daughter. And by the way, if you guys looked back at Never Have I Ever with Edgar Evernever, I filmed that with him before I knew that he was not actually a father on the show. Still weird though. Still weird. Yeah. They're ready to steal my beanie. You guys, don't steal my beanie. It is from Hot Topic. Shout out to Hot Topic, because they've been pretty much dressing me ever since Sweetwater started. Thanks, guys. They want to know if Betty is getting kidnapped/attacked in the promo. Betty is getting attacked every which way this week. Physically, emotionally, mentally. And just when you thought that Lily Reinhart couldn't get any better, she does. Because the things that she's doing with the storyline that they're giving her, she needs an Emmy. And I'm not just making that up, because she is turning this into actually great scenes. Yes, Lily. Okay. Pumpkin Face says, I'm scared for Tony after that photo Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa posted. I mean, what even is this? Please tell me Tony's okay. Please tell me that Cheryl doesn't get kidnapped. Please, Shoni, save each other. Shoni has a very emotional moment in tonight's episode, and we see one member of the couple do something sweet for the other person. I'm trying not to give anything away. Shoni is put in a very heightened situation, and they're doing the best they can. They're doing the best they can, you guys, just like we all are. Someone commented, I didn't include it in our hisses and kisses from last week's episode, but someone commented, it's clear Leanna's so over Riverdale. I'm just gonna clear this up just a little bit. I'm just so tired. That's really how I am right now, because in addition to making 2 episodes of Sweetwater Secrets for you every week, I'm also running point on our Game of Thrones coverage, and Shadowhunters just ended, and The Big Bang Theory, and all these other little finales, and Arrow, and all this other great stuff that I love doing for you guys. But so when I get these episodes of Riverdale that make no sense in my brain, yeah, I'm gonna start talking about it, because I'm tired of being like, well, we'll get them next time. No, the season is driving me crazy. When I look at it as a whole, it's not my favorite season. I feel like we've really deviated from season 1 Riverdale, and of course the show is going to continue to evolve and grow and move us to new places. I'm just not liking this thick mud of gargoyle that we're in right now. Still love the show, still appreciate what the writers do, love Roberto Aguirre Sacasa, love the cast to pieces, and they're doing the best with what they are given right now. Okay, Julia. I asked myself if Hal was really the Black Hood in the last episode because he is evil, but I would have never thought that he would try to kill Betty. Yes, it's like he was, I don't know if you guys watch Game of Thrones, but it's like he was the Mountain. He's like now a zombie weirdo who's only doing what maybe the Gargoyle King is telling him to do. I have no idea. The only thing that I will say about the Black Hood / Black Hook is if you don't like nails on a chalkboard, because it freaks me out and really hurts my brain, you're not gonna like this episode because it really hurts. Because it's got a little hook. Shiri 101. Will our hearts break for Varchi tonight? Roberto Aguirre Sacasa said one of the most heartbreaking scenes is filmed tonight and it's with Varchi. What can you tell? I'm not going to say if it's heartbreaking. I'm just gonna say it's confusing. It makes no sense to me. I have no idea what's going on, but you know what? I think that, thanks, Robert. Thanks. My director is telling me to fix my hair. Back to Varchi. I will say that I don't know. I don't know anymore. You think that things are going one way, they go another way, and I don't know. Let's see. Wesley Hart, is there a death tonight? I mean, I know that's weird because it's Riverdale, but I'd like a warning. I'm not gonna tell you. They want the Varchi Reggie scene tea. You guys, I can't tell you. It's just so, you'll see it and then come to the after show and tell me all your thoughts about it because I think we're gonna be on the same wavelength. Oh, by the way, I will be with all of the cast of Riverdale, most of them, on Monday at Charles Mountain's premiere, because you know I was just at KJ Appa's premiere for the last summer. Now I'm going to be at Charles Mountain's premiere for The Sun Is Also a Star, and so many of the Riverdale stars are going to be there. So start commenting once you're done with this, watching me here, start commenting with your questions for the cast about the Riverdale finale. I'll also be chatting with Roberto Aguirre Sacasa to try and get you guys some answers and figure out what the heck is going on. We're going to take just a couple more comments. Rachel Bone, could Betty be pregnant? Because in the bathroom scene, there was a poster saying something like no teen pregnancy. I mean, you guys always are asking me if Betty's pregnant, and my answer will always be the same. I hope not. I do not like high school pregnancy storylines. I don't like it. I think it's very 90s. I think it's not needed. And like, to be honest, in order to get pregnant, you kind of have to be in the same scene as your boyfriend. So, I don't think so. Julia Kurskmar put in all caps, Edgar equals puppeteering, BH Hiram equals I'm on it, Alice equals clueless, Hal equals alive. That gibberish makes sense, and yes. Everything you just said, yes. Okay, Ruby Barrel, do we find out who the Gargoyle King is in this episode? Maybe? The answer is maybe. The answer is maybe. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Caitlin Cummings. So obviously Betty is undercover at the farm. She is way too smart and headstrong to be dragged into that whole mess. Betty is amazing and brilliant, and yes, we know she's looking to infiltrate the farm and get some answers. That doesn't mean that she is able to resist Edgar's manipulation, because it goes way deeper than we ever thought. I was watching this episode and I was just like, are you kidding me? And once again, pay attention to the headline or to the title of this episode, because it makes so much more sense after you watch it. It's crazy. Okay, Caitlin Jones. Is Cheryl a big part of the end of the season? We've seen a lot of pictures with her and with other cast members, so it could be something to do with her being carried away. Cheryl is in tonight's episode, and I know she's in the finale, and if you watch Madeline Petch's YouTube stories, she did an episode that I was catching the other day when I was curling my hair, because she's fun to watch, that she had said that she was holding a baby, and we haven't seen that yet, so I'm assuming she holds one of her little nephews in the finale. So hopefully things are good. I don't know anymore, you guys. I don't know. Are you as exasperated as I am? Is it just me? Tell me in the comments, because if it's just me, I'll stop doing this. But if you guys are as confused as I am, then yeah. Stargirl, am I the only one who's completely freaked out by the farm swarming Betty the other episode? And how she didn't discuss this with anyone, but the next day she just up and visited the farm normally. Betty needs answers. And you know what? A horde of people dressed in white trying to say that she should join them. That's not going to deter her from trying to save her mom and her sister and her niece and her friends and her best friend and her cousin from getting out of the farm. She deserves a medal. Liam Brannon, I like your chick theory, but I think Penelope is the Gargoyle King. My mom disagrees with me as she thinks it's too obvious. From the previous 2 masked antagonists are members from the Blossom family. And then I just got another note that a lot of you guys would like to see a female Gargoyle King. That would be great. I don't think that we're gonna get that though. Not necessarily that would be great of having it be Penelope, but yeah, it'd be great to see, like, that's why I liked Gladys. I liked seeing, and like how I like Penny Peabody, I like seeing these female antagonists. Maybe that's because I can identify with them a little bit more and I think they're fun and I think they add a little bit of a cool different layer to the show versus just Hiram, who's just like taking over the town. Hiram's just playing Monopoly at this point and we're all losing. Human Mustafa, what do you think of the Riverdale cast outfits at the Met Gala? I loved them. Let's talk about this. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, if you guys follow me on Twitter, which you should, not really, I don't care. You can do whatever you want. But if you want to, we'll list my Twitter at some point. I tweeted that I couldn't breathe when I saw Lily and Cole's outfits because they looked so great. You guys, they looked like they were straight out of the Hunger Games and like dressed at the Capitol. And I loved the fact, like everyone at ET was talking about the fact that Cole went for it and he fully embraced the look, wore a really cool suit that had all those flowers on it, and he looked sensational. And we really appreciate when straight guys actually jump into the theme and dress up. Cammie and Charles also went, and Cammie's dress was sensational with the yellow and then the big blue bow. Charles looked great and he had his like funky little suit, but like, oh, Lily and Cole. And then Madeline posted that picture in that really cool light blue dress, and she looked like the fairy godmother of Cinderella, but really chic. Oh, they all looked great. Big props to the Riverdale cast. Adore them so much. I can't wait to tell them. Oh, and also while we're talking about this, you guys, go give Ashley Murray some props because Katie Keene got picked up. So we are going to be seeing a new Riverdale spinoff coming to the CW this fall. And Ashley Murray will be back as Josie. It stars Lucy Hale from Pretty Little Liars as Katie Keene. I'm very excited to see it. And once I see the pilot, I will tweet my thoughts. So once again, follow me on Twitter if you want to. I don't care. Okay. We are going to start wrapping it up. I know I said that a while ago, but you guys are chiming in with some really great stuff. Sky Sinclair. There's a pic on Insta of Tony in a hospital gown with nurses. Nothing better happened to Tony. Tony is in a hospital gown. Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Tony's in a hospital gown. Things get crazy. I have no idea what's going on anymore. You're gonna watch this episode and you're gonna be like, what is happening? And then you're gonna come to the Sweetwater after show and hear all my hot takes on it because it's particularly funny if I do say so myself, but that also could be because I wrote it this morning at a very early time with 2 cups of coffee in my system and nothing else. And you know what? I think we're gonna end it right there. Thank you guys. We're done. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Sweetwater Secrets preview for episode 321. And be sure to check back with me after you've watched chapter 56, The Secret of Harvest House, so we can all freak out together over the insanity that goes down. But first, please give this video a like and validate my craziness. Hit the subscribe button so you never miss these last few episodes of Sweetwater, and then tell me all your thoughts in the comments. And hey, look, there's my Twitter handle. Now, are you ready for these final 2 episodes? What twists do you think are coming? What couples have you been missing the most? Tell me everything. I'll see you after the episode. I'm so tired. Love you, River Babes. Bye.